talk about what we did. I'm going to talk about how we did it. And that is very, very crucial and interesting because Empowered Women is a club for women, only women. And you know very well, women are very complicated to attract, very complicated to retain, very complicated to please. So you can imagine how did we handle all these women and we are still going strong. So here are some tips. Some ground rules, of course. Please keep your mind and heart open and distraction off. Feel free to express yourself through emotion icons. And if you have any questions, you can type it to the MC and it will be taken up in the Q&A session in the last. By the way, I am a mountaineer as well. So I used my mountaineering experience for my Toastmasters club as well. And how is that possible? Well, these are the lessons that I picked up from my rope instructor when we were scaling 18,000 feet on the Eastern Himalayas. Are we there yet? Not yet. This was the question we keep asking. And the moment our rope instructor tells us that the peak is really far, we would get demotivated. But instead of that, he used to only use these words that, yes, we are almost there. We are almost there, which means it took us 4 days, almost there for 4 days. But he kept saying the same thing, that we are almost there. I used the same policy for my ex-com. Not that I was not honest with them, but I made it look doable and easy. The second important aspect is what? Keep taking small steps, which is consistency. If you are consistent and if you continue taking steps, you don't feel lethargic. That's the rule of hiking and mountaineering. The moment you stop, what happens? All the aches and pains come to the surface. So create that positive working environment, give them responsibility, define the paths, but the consistency is the key. The third aspect is very important, which is be ready to cut that rope. Now, what am I talking about? Cut that rope? Imagine a situation. You have a rope, 4 people are hanging, there is a crevasse, and then there is a blizzard. The capacity of the rope is only to take 3 climbers. Now, what do? To save the remaining 3, you have to cut the rope. Be strong. When you see at any given point of time that among your team, I'm talking, of course, about the ex-com, among your team, among your ex-com, if there is somebody who is not able to perform or is not cooperating and coordinating, be ready to let go. One cannot sustain by being emotional. So be firm, be very, very strong, and be ready to cut that rope because you have to see the bigger picture. Point number 4, eye on the peak and no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts in this life. There shouldn't be any shortcuts in this life. Everything that takes time to marinate and to culminate into something, it will take its own beautiful time. So no shortcuts. Follow the protocols, one step at a time, and you will see things happening, inshallah. Very important aspect is you have to enjoy your journey. You cannot perform passionately if you are full of responsibilities and you are given a goal and you're being forced, you're supposed to be tracked. Imagine I'm talking about women of all ages and sizes, from all different social backgrounds. We have working women, we have homemakers, we have students. In fact, in our meetings, we have mother-in-laws also joining. We have children participating, and sometimes husbands are also keeping an eye to see what their wives are doing. And we have so much fun. We have some amazing themes. I'm going to share that themes with you. And you cannot imagine our club My club has become an unwinding club, a center for the women to enjoy and relax and have fun. And we all look forward for those meetings. So the fun part and the enjoyment part is very important to get the best out of your team. The last and the final point, peak, summit the peak, but stay grounded. Don't forget the people who helped you to go up there, and stay humble. Humility is the key to success. And people seldom forget that. And those who forget, definitely they stumble down very bad on their face. So this is something that I want to advise, that stay grounded. No matter what happens, stay grounded. I'll give you an example. I never forced my team for contests. They were all new. In fact, I was the only experienced person, and I'm also not very old. In fact, it is only 3 years with Toastmasters, but comparatively, I was the only senior member there. Now, they are so scared to participate in the contest. But without any pressure, I was just telling them, be yourself. If you clear the club level, then we'll talk about it. If you clear the area level, then we'll talk about it. If you clear the division level, then we'll talk about it. And you will not believe, in area, we bagged 7 awards out of 8. That was some achievement because these girls were new. They had never spoken before. But during the meetings is something that they were being trained for the contest. And they eventually realized, because the fine tuning that we used to do in our regular meeting, the attendees used to be max, yani we have reached around 40 plus. In every club meeting, we used to have 25 plus. Now, to attract those women to the club, there has to be something extraordinary. And that is the key to retain the attendees. As I said, we have to be very clear about our intentions and goal. So what was my vision? What is my intention? My intention is to create that platform for the women who thinks, especially the hijabi women, they think they are not able to face the challenges of the world. They won't be able to speak. They have the hijab issues and the family responsibilities, and they don't have time for it. But you will not believe, some of my members' husbands came home and they thanked me that their wives enrolled in the club, because now they are less frustrated and they nag them less, which means they have found a place to express their emotions. Women like to talk. We all know that. You will not believe, we log in 15 to 20 minutes before the meeting. Every time we check our makeup, lighting, dressing, based on the theme. And then what happens? After every meeting, at least for half an hour, we will just chit chat. We will talk personal life. We will discuss on all those topics. Sometimes we gossip, but women, we love that. And that has really helped me to connect and bond with all these women. And then the XCOM, especially the XCOM, each XCOM will do one-to-one connection with the members, either over phone, on chat, or personally they meet, and they try to support them. Some of our members who were not academically sound, they pursued their high school and now are enrolling in the college. This is the power of bonding and unity, the integrity, and finally empowering the women. So you are doing that beyond just speaking and speeches and contest. You are touching their lives, and that really works fine. Secondly, we also involve family. In fact, I have an infant and I'm seen most of the time during all the meetings with my baby. So in our meetings, the children will be hovering in the background. So we came up with this idea. We said we will have a breakout room. And in that breakout room, the children also will be having their table topics and they will be involved. In fact, in one of our meetings, we even had an official table topics of the children. Mothers were excited, fathers were involved. And this actually we are marking the beginning of our own Gavels Club. Why not? We have sown the seeds. So very soon you will see a Gavels Club of our own Empowered Women Toastmasters Club, because it is not just a women's club. Remember, it's a family club. And all these things keeps on changing. It's a dynamic world. So one formula will not work. We have to read the pulse every now and then change accordingly what suits the best. There is loads of planning, loads of practicing, and precision is something that we women want. So we brainstorm on simple ideas. We brainstorm and we put our entire team to work, be it a small poster, be it any theme, be it preparation. We put our heads together. In fact, we have become best buddies now. So full day we are chatting. So whenever AD will ask me when you are having your XCOM meeting, I'm like, every day. It is amazing because we have become best friends and we talk everything and we enjoy. We support each other. We don't compete with each other. We are, in fact, as one unit, we compete with the other clubs, the other people outside. And we are our own competitors in the sense that we want to become a better version of ourselves. We have a backup for everyone. No one is indispensable. In my club, everybody knows everything because every role player will train the next role player for the job. So at any given point of time, if somebody doesn't show up, no problem. We have a team ready to take up multiple roles. So there is a backup for everyone in every meeting, and they are trained for every job. Can you imagine the power that we step up on the spot? We have dress codes. We have themes. We encourage members to use props. We make creative backgrounds. We invite people and make them feel like a 7-star club. Any guest who comes to our club feels that, because one by one, the XCOM member will follow up and make sure that their needs are met. Reminders are sent. Agenda is made at least 1 week before. So that's the planning that we do. In fact, even the calendar that we made and we submitted and we got an award for that, we took the world calendar, we took the other significant dates, and then we mixed and matched. And then we called on some experts to talk on some women-related issues. We had experts from lactation, we had experts from physiotherapists, we had experts pertaining to women issue, and all the ladies enjoyed it because these are the topics they want to talk and know answers about. Because end of the day, I want to ask, if I am a guest or a member, what's in it for me? So you have to make sure that you are delivering that to them. Each member should feel after every meeting that I have gained something new. I have learned something new and I am more empowered than before. That's value for money and time, isn't it? Let me share the themes with you. These are some of the themes that we had gone through, and there are some which are due. So through the child's eyes and Eid time to celebrate, and we use vibrant colors and backgrounds and props, and we invite family and friends, and we keep on going with them. We have achieved our targets in education, administration, training, membership, and contest. Now the challenge is what? Sometimes it's easy to reach at the top, but to maintain it. So the coming year is even more challenging because people have seen what you've done. Now, to stay there is something that you have to work on. So we are ready for it. We are prepared for it. And we are happy that we will have yet another year and tenure to experience and enjoy. That is the sense of happiness and satisfaction and contentment you should have. If it's a drag, there is something wrong. So connect with your members, connect with your XCOM, talk to them, try to figure out what is the issue, because I'm sure you will not believe this, but some of our members claimed that they were off their neuromeds after joining Empowered Women. You heard me right. It worked as a therapy for them, healing therapy. I'm thinking of writing a tagline, the holistic Toastmasters Club, because now they are off their meds. And it was an eye opener for me because a small expression, a small connection can bring that change in people's life. We have our group, WhatsApp group of XCOM. Then we have our group of the club members. We also have a group of guests where we keep inviting, we keep talking about Toastmasters, we keep up that fire burning. Never there is a time when it goes down. There is no dip. We keep talking, we keep sharing, we keep caring, we keep discussing, because you have to keep it running. And the leaders got to be self-starters. How do I do that? I keep sending small voice messages, just like that, asking them, what's going on, girls? Get up. What's the plan? What's happening? What's not? And with just one single message, they get charged up. Try it out. It's beautiful. Sometimes surprise them. Send some gift. Send some sweets. Deliver some flowers. Spread love. Spread humanity. And you will see the results flowing. So again, my dear attendees today, look at some of the brochures that we have here. You will not believe, for each and everything, how much of thought process is involved. Because, mind you, since we are hijabi women, some of them will not agree to give the photographs. And I'm sure the PQD knows about it, that every time they will ask me personally. I really appreciate that, because they understand the problems along with it. I have personally spoken to the mother-in-laws and the husbands, ensuring that their hijab will be intact, that their photos will not be published. Did we stop? No. What we did, we introduced vectors. So we are using vectors now. Problem solved. If there is a problem, there has to be an apt solution for it. Try to figure it out. Don't just stop at any obstacles. These speed breakers are not meant to stop you. They are there for you to realize and contemplate, and then put the turbo. Every problem has a solution. Think positively and go ahead. It shouldn't be difficult. Believe me, it is a very simple task, but it has to be your passion. If it is not your passion, if you take it as a job, you will not be able to achieve it. So ask yourself again, whenever you are taking up a job or a responsibility, what is in it for me? What am I going to gain? How am I going to add that value? And once you become a society asset, then you are bringing the change in people's life. Otherwise, if it's a drag, cut the rope. Remember? Cut the rope. These are the mountaineering tips that are to be implemented in your personal life as well, and in your Toastmasters experience as well. So, my dear friends and members, if you want to ask me anything, how, the actual how, you're free to do so. Please ask, and we can share and discuss, because I don't know what happens with the men. I'm handling women. They are amazing. So I don't know how to handle the simple beings. So you can ask questions if there are any, if you have any problems, any obstacles. Of course, during Corona and COVID, the standard universal problem, people are missing the physical meeting. But you know what? I banked on that, because we have members from Qatar, Canada, Saudi, Bahrain, Oman, Turkey, India, Pakistan. We women cannot leave our homes. We have family, we have responsibilities. So we banked on that. Online, bilingual, all women club. Amazing. There was a time when people were having this image that our club is only for highly qualified females. because we have CAs, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have qualified, super qualified ladies. Now, to break that, what did we do? We introduced bilingual, trilingual concept. English and Urlish. Ask me, what's that? The combination of Hindi and English and the combination of Urdu and English. That was one of the most successful meetings that we had in Urdu. I could literally see the shairis, the poetries coming out of people whom I didn't realize that they used to be so quiet and shy. But during that meeting, poetries were flowing. We literally had mushairas and I was zapped. Then I decided, I said, yes, we need to balance this, promote bilingual thing. So as I'm telling you, it's a dynamic scenario. Read the pulse and then change accordingly. Give them what they want, not what you want to serve. Remember the servant leadership concept. It is not just being bossy and commanding them. A leader needs to know the way, show the way, make your hands dirty. You should know the job of each role and you have to train and teach them and continuously motivate them. But remember, you are the leader, so delegate. Don't get overwhelmed and don't get burnt out because you have to plan and strategize everything. So people, the room is open. You have to ask any questions. Please shoot. All the super moms.
Okay, if no one has questions, I really wrote 2 pages of notes that I can maybe now charter another woman club in Bahrain, maybe. I have a question of what's in it for me. It's a bit tricky to find really what's in it for me or for you or for members around. You had, of course, I can see the love within the club. I can see the passion. I can see the family. How can you reach into what's in it for me? Sometimes things might be unsaid that you need to discover what goes behind even the words. So how can you deal with this?
See, the thing is, as I said, we need to reach out to them to know. You cannot offer them unless you know what's lagging in them. So you have to figure out what is lagging in them. And then accordingly, try to find out through the club, what can we offer them? Like, it's always lack of information, lack of awareness, lack of knowledge. You don't know them, you will not know what's going on in their head and in their heart. So the more information you will have about them, it will be easier for you to approach and offer them that. Because it's not just about public speaking. You remember I said it is about feeling good about themselves. It is about their self-esteem. It is about building their confidence. It is about empowering them. It is about healing them. It is about providing that solution that, yes, every time when I attend this meeting, my serotonins are released. So that's in it for you, the serotonin release. I hope I have answered that.
Yeah. Amazing. There's no, honestly, one answer to this, but yeah, you answered it nicely. I can see our timers will now intrigued to ask questions.
Oh, that's a beautiful
question. Zizo, there's one question in the chat just for you.
Wow. Sister Fatima is asking a beautiful question, which I always, people ask me that. How did the ladies in your club participate with face hijabs on in your club in contest, especially that the facial expressions count in for scoring? Pardon my ignorance. I'm relatively new too, but I would really want to see how we can make it work for ladies in Saudi Arabia. Sister Fatima, more than the facial expressions, eyes talk. I have reached till division. I was almost there. And Alhamdulillah, I've done all that with my face veil on. So it is nothing about showing your face. Voice modulation and your eyes talk. So don't worry about it. In fact, thanks to Corona, everybody is used to with the mask. So they know it doesn't suffocate them and one can survive with their face covered. So don't worry, you can do it. Voice modulation and eyes speak. We are good to go. Don't worry. Thank you. Yes, Z. Okay, our Karusa, our timer, please.
Yes, I know I should be timer and silent, but I can't. You're amazing. I love the words you use. Before my question, I want to celebrate the amazing wording. I love when you used marinate coming out of the kitchen, but I love that.
It's yeah, women can't avoid it. We can't avoid it.
I know. Yeah. My question is, I see that you have emphasized a lot on the social side and how women, we intrigue our emotions so much in the learning process. But a new member coming to Toastmasters is actually coming with a learning goal, an educational goal. And then the emotional or the social part just lays there and rules the game. How do you keep the educational part up and running, steamed, and the adrenaline for education going up? My club is hybrid. We have male, female, we're mixed. We have all the tools, but I see the social side is so beautiful and so interesting, and the education, on the other hand, is going down.
See, it is all about balance. Okay. And as I told you, what worked for me is that my XCOM is working one-to-one with each person. We have a strategy. We have a strategy and a task list. The moment a new member steps in, who will handle what? And we have a very close follow-up because it is very complicated. The dashboard and the pathways, it is overwhelming. Even I have seen people who are expert in IT, they are not able to figure out where to do what, Club Central, this, that, they get overwhelmed. What do? Is we conduct a lot of trainings for them on the phone, on Zoom, and this one person who is in charge for them to open the pathways will do the training for them. We'll take them through. We have small videos that we have created. We will be after them. Then we release a lot of posters. We emphasize that, as I said, everybody needs to feel elated and happy. The moment they see their names, that one level completed, I have to do it. And we have a plan for that. Who is going to go where? And we follow it very strictly. We keep inspiring them that once they reach their goal, what's in it for them? Because every time when you are goal oriented and when you make them realize what's coming next is even more exciting, they are looking forward to it. We even help them with their scripts. Not that we are spoon feeding them, but we help them because we have people, some young kids, we have some older women who are not very powerful in their language and vocabulary. So what do? We literally educate them, we teach them English language. So when you have somebody dedicated behind you, imagine how would you feel? Oh, wow, I signed up for Toastmasters, but I'm getting free English fees. So English tuitions. So that's the beauty of it. We go like this. We have a strategy and we follow. We don't make it sound boring. We don't make it sound too big. With small things, one small steps, and then what is there in it for them? That gives them that kick to go ahead. And we are there as it is, as I told you, for each and every problem, we are there. Yes, Hoor, I hope I have answered that.
Yes, beautifully. Thank you so much.
Hala Zizu.
Hello, dear. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How about you?
I'm great. I'm doing great. Thanks, God.
Alhamdulillah.
So, Dr. Nisreen, what can I say before I ask you my question? I need to hold both my hands to get what you have studied and what you have done. You have a PhD and master's in alternative medicine. You have studied hijama. You're a trainer in hijama, and you're a therapist as well. You have studied facial reflexology. You have a black belt. Oh my God, I should run away. Third Dan. What's the meaning of Dan, by the way? like
Third
degree?
dan. It's like you reach black belt and then there is an advanced training. You keep on adding the dans. So I am a third degree black belt, even dangerous than a black belt. Huh? So I'm a true ninja actually. So don't mistake my niqab. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So you're a true feminist. Guys, men over there should watch out.
Yes.
And you're also a mountaineer and you're a fitness trainer and a homeschooling mom. Wow. That's amazing. That's super great. So my question is, how do you keep juggling between all of these stuff? Like, where do they fit in your mind?
See, this is what I was telling you. If it's your passion, okay, if it's your passion, you will find time, you will find energy for it. If you don't enjoy it, if you are being forced for it, your productivity goes like this.
Exactly.
It's all about time management.
Yes, that's true. I'm going to tell you something just about myself. Like in Mastery, have you ever read the book Mastery?
Nope.
All right. He tells you like about focusing on one thing and you go from apprenticeship to mastery later on. Okay. So you got to really focus and absorb everything that's related to it. But the thing is with people, they tell you like, just do one thing at a time. That's it. But for me, I enjoy doing so many things, and if you want to master something, you really want to dedicate a lot of time for it. So how like, what do you say to these people? Of course, you face a lot of these accusations and such things.
It's a very important and a good question, Zizu. And again, it is something which is challenging, where people are saying that multitasking is good. There is another bunch which says multitasking will reduce the quality of your work. Now, how do we find a balance between the two? It is, again, time management. You have to divide it accordingly in such a way that nothing suffers. Prioritize it, and then deal with it with the most top urgent, emergency, important, less important, and so on and so forth. But you have to see that you are not wasting your time in unproductive activities. That is the key. The generation today is suffering because they are doing two grave sins. I'm using the word sin. They are in their comfort zone and they are into entertainment. These are the two areas where you can create magic and history. Get out of that comfort zone, leave entertainment, make your mission so enjoyable that you are not dependent on any other mode of enjoyment and entertainment. That's the way to do it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, dear. Anybody else got any question? Oh, I made myself very clear and easy and simple. Okay, I have something here. Without multitasking, absolutely, we can't manage the district. Sarah Ibrahim says, as part of the XCOM, how can I make the members comfortable with me to be able to share their concerns? What should be the next set of steps I should carry out to cater to their interests? Number one question, do you know them properly and are you close with them, or they are complete strangers? Because believe me, for me to function, I need my gang. If I have my guys, I can do anything. But if I am forced to work with people who are exact opposite, there will be differences in opinion. But the concept of following the leader, trusting the leader, loving the leader, being dedicated and loyal to the leader has to be there. Even if you are besties, you have to be obedient and ready to follow the commands. So try to see how and who are there in your team. Because if your team is with you like this, then nothing is impossible. But if they themselves are on the east side and you are on the west and the others are on the north and south, you will be pulling and pushing among each other. You need to set your goal in one direction and then pull. That's where the action will happen. So please sit, go for a coffee, talk, chat, connect with them. as much as you can. Don't talk about Toastmasters, talk about their personal life. Connect with them first. When the bond and relationship is maintained, then the trust factor will start. Otherwise, you keep asking them and they will keep treating you like a boss. We'll do it now, we'll do it later. Oh, drag. Cut the rope. These days, yeah, she's far, far away. These days, a casual Zoom, phone call, chat, just talk, just share, initiate. From your side, you initiate. Share your personal life with them. Just connect. Zoom coffee. I like that. Yeah, Zoom coffee. So connect with them. Because if you will not connect and if you're working with strangers, it will never, never work. Because your mission becomes their mission. Your responsibility becomes their responsibility. And they are all there together, collectively, working to achieve it. But if you don't connect, it will never work. It will never work. It's boring. It's like those forced marriages that you are asked to stay in, divorce. Okay. My God, it's going on records. All right, take it in good spirits, girls. Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mona. And here I see the red. So signing off, guys. Keep climbing, keep ascending, keep enjoying, but remember to connect and feel happy. And last tip that I give you, breathe in and breathe out. Over to you, MC.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this amazing